out to Dana Bash on Capitol Hill. You've got some breaking news about the vote that's going on, Dana?
This is not anything that I ever thought I was going to report to you, but we just got word that this meeting is over. Kevin McCarthy just announced that he is not going to run for Speaker. He just surprised everybody and said he is dropping out of the race. I have Congressman with me right now. You were just in there. What happened?
Kevin McCarthy, just like John Boehner did, put the country and the Congress and the conference before his own interests. It was a very honorable thing to do. I think he recognized and shared with the conference that he was afraid his candidacy might further divide the caucus and further divide the party across the country. And so he did the honorable thing and announced that he would not be seeking election as Speaker of the House.
Are you shocked?
Personally, I am not, because I had been saying for a week now that I don't believe Kevin McCarthy is the next Speaker of the House. I don't see how he had a path to 218 votes on the House floor. What he did was a very honorable thing today.
Now, Congressman, you are part of the Freedom Caucus.
No, absolutely not. I am not. I am part of what I call a governing caucus. I believe in keeping the government open and actually tackling the real problems we have. I understand the Freedom Caucus was supporting Dan Webster and not Kevin McCarthy. I was in the same position, but for very different reasons, not based on an ideological litmus test, but based on keeping the government open. And I believe what we have failed to do in the last year, from border security and immigration to an AUMF to a transportation bill, is a reflection of leadership, and I wanted new leadership.
Was everybody in there stunned? Can you give the reaction?
There were people who had a hard time believing what he did, but again, I don't think you should be too surprised if you realize the road to 218 over the next 2 weeks was going to be very difficult. And if he had been nominated with just 51% of the vote in here and then spent 2 weeks trying to build a majority to 218 on the House floor, he never could have gotten there. And I think he realized it. Who
do you think steps up now? Up until now, it just didn't seem that there was anybody who could get the 218.
This is remarkably similar to the Gingrich, Livingston, Hastert evolution. The way we ended up with Speaker Hastert was a result of a breakdown within the caucus. We have seen this coming, and I think now it's a matter of this party to come together and finally identify behind closed doors how to get to 218 votes. I'm supporting Dan Webster. I believe Dan Webster, as a former Florida Speaker of the House, is capable of governing this caucus, and I would support Dan Webster.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is unbelievable. Ashley, hang on one second.
Let's just listen in if we can.
Stay with me.
The sound system is very bad. I think I'm not the one at this time. The party has to be united, and he's not the one.
Do you have any insights into why?
No, I don't think anybody did, no.
Were you stunned?
Yeah, most people weren't even sure what he said. The sound system was not good, and they had to
out of the way.
What he said.
Let's go. Let's go. You want to talk?
Stay with us, Ashley.
Dana, this is remarkable.
Congressman, we're live on CNN. We don't want to block everybody. If you could come over here. So can you just give me the reaction? Can you give me the reaction to what happened in the meeting when he said that?
People absolutely stunned.
I mean, you were behind him. Are you stunned?
Yeah, totally stunned. No idea it was coming. No one did, and no one was sure they actually heard what he said. It was really total stunt.
Actually, you can see here, talk about surprise, absolute surprise, and you can see there's a bit of chaos right now.